Hello and welcome to Camper Iceland. In this video you will learn how a motorhome works. There are two batteries inside the vehicle. The first battery is for your engine and the second battery is for the camper. When you start the engine, your first battery will charge, but also your second battery will charge. The camper battery will never take energy from your engine battery. So if you waste all your battery in the camper, you can always start the engine. In doing this, your second battery will charge again. When you arrive at the campground, you can connect an electricity cable from your camper to the campground. Follow the same steps in the video to connect your camper to the campground. Here is the battery disconnection switch. Make sure you always have this pulled outwards. Never disconnect the battery. If you drive with the battery disconnected, your camper battery will not receive power from driving. So when you stop, you will have no battery in your camper. So before you drive away, make sure that the battery is connected. When you connect your camper to a campground, this is the only time that your power outlets inside your camper will work. If you need to charge something like a camera battery or a laptop on the road, it's best to bring an inverter with you. Now I'm going to show you how to fill the camper up with water. On this side of the camper you will find this cap. Unscrew the cap and put a hose inside the camper. When the camper is full of water, the water will pour out of this location. When you are finished filling up the camper with water, remember to screw the cap back on. Inside the camper you will find a water pump switch. Turn the switch on. This will allow your water pump to work. Then when you go to the sink, you can now use the running water inside the vehicle. When you are finished with using the water inside the vehicle, make sure you turn the water pump back off. If you leave the water pump on all night, this will drain your battery. So remember to always turn off your water pump. In this side compartment you will find the gas bottle. On top of the gas bottle you will see an open and close option. Close the gas bottle before removing the pipeline connecting the gas bottle to the camper. After closing the gas bottle, disconnect the pipe from the gas bottle. When putting a new gas bottle into your motorhome, do the same but in reverse. Twist the orange pipe firmly into the gas bottle. Then after this, open the gas bottle. Make sure the gas bottle is open all the way so you have maximum pressure going into the camper. Now gas is going into your camper. After installing a new gas bottle, the first thing you need to do is turn on the stove. This will assure that there is no air in the system. Ignite the stove and allow a 1-minute burn time. To ignite the stove, twist the dials around to the flame and push in. Some of these stoves have the ability to light by themselves, but if not, just use the lighter that we've provided you. Next is the heating system. Turn the outer dial towards the flame. This represents your heating system. The inner circle has 1 to 9, 1 being the coolest and 9 being the hottest temperature of your heating system. We recommend 5 for sleeping overnight. When you're finished with the heating system, turn the selector switch to the circle. This will turn off your heating system. Next, I'm going to show you how to turn on your fridge. Outside the vehicle in this location, you will find a hatch. Open this hatch to gain access to the fridge control panel. After opening the hatch, you will see 2 buttons. Make sure that these buttons are off. To the left you will see high, medium and low. This represents how much gas you're using for your fridge. Push this dial down and then press the red switch. This will ignite the flame. To the right there is a metal chamber. This is where the flame is for your fridge. After this is turned on for a while, to know if it's working, just check if it's warm. If this area is warm, that means your fridge is working. When you turn the fridge on for the first time, it should take around 2 hours to cool down. Now in the video, I'm going to show you how to set up the stairs so you can get into the camper. Always watch your step when getting into the camper or coming out of the camper. Here is the bed setup inside the camper. Now I'm going to show you how to disassemble and reassemble this. Follow the same steps in the video. This is how you disassemble the beds. After this, you can turn this area into a seating area. The piece of wood that you use for the bed is also the same piece of wood that you use for the table. Inside the vehicle there will be a second piece of metal. Simply follow the steps in the video to see how to make your table. Now I'm going to show you some things about the vehicle. This vehicle is a manual drive. Before you drive away, always make sure you have the handbrake down. And in freezing conditions, make sure to never use the handbrake, as if you pull the handbrake up in freezing conditions, the handbrake itself can freeze, and then you will no longer be able to drive away. In freezing conditions, don't use the handbrake, just leave the car in first gear and turn off the engine. If the car is in first gear, it will not move. Before starting the engine, always take the car out of gear. Just below the gear stick, you will see where you can change the vehicle into two-wheel drive to 4x4 mode. To switch the car into 4x4 mode, first stop the vehicle. Make sure the vehicle is at a complete stop. When the vehicle is at a complete stop, change the selector from 2H to 2-4. 2H stands for two-wheel drive, 4H stands for four-wheel drive. Once you have selected the vehicle into 4x4, you can then put the car into first gear and drive. You will see that the vehicle is in 4x4 on the dashboard display. Here on the left side of the steering wheel, you will find where you can turn on the lights. In Iceland, it is the law that you must always drive with the lights on. The maximum speed limit on Icelandic roads is 90 km per hour. There is no road that goes over this speed limit. When reversing this vehicle, ask your passenger to get out of the car and assist you while you're backing up. This is the best way to prevent damages on the back of your camper or someone else's vehicle. Also, never forget that you have a camper on the back of the vehicle, and this is quite tall. So before you enter into low spaces, make sure you also check that you can fit underneath these spaces.